Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss email etiquette. So you're going closer to college life, or maybe you want to enter the workforce. You will need an email as your formal means of communication. I have here some tips for you on email etiquette that you should follow. I'm sure it will help you a lot in your future career. Emails are going to be very common as you enter college or the workforce. So it is best if you learn how to write it now.
Email is just like the traditional mail, but it is without pen and paper.
Here we go for tip number 1. Use a professional email address. When making an email address, make sure it is authentic, there is brand, and there is ownership on it. Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo, or AOL were all fine, but it will be more appropriate if you will match your email address with your school or company's domain name to your address. Tip number 2. Make your subject short and informative. Your subject line should catch the attention of the recipient. It should not mislead, it should hook your recipient. However, don't make it too short, just make sure it is engaging and so it gets read. Tip number 3. Use the appropriate greeting. Starting your email with an appropriate greeting is crucial. It gives the recipient a good impression of yourself, and you need that impression to be always positive. Tip number 4. Use the appropriate fonts. Knowing the best fonts and sizes are also crucial. Some of us may be too creative and we want to use fancy fonts. In a professional email, a simple, clean, uncluttered, and easy to read message is more than enough. As long as the message goes through, it is more than perfect. Tip number 5. Introduce yourself politely. Well, it is now time to introduce yourself. Make it concise and clear and include your relevant details as much as possible. Tip number 6. Make your message short and straight to the point. Keeping your email short and simple will have a better chance of being read and will receive a timely response. Maybe you're good at writing a novel, but your boss doesn't have time for that lengthy reading. Otherwise, your email will just end up in the deleted folder. Tip number 7. Avoid unnecessary exclamation points. For those who don't know, exclamation marks are being used to show emotions. Yes, you are right, there is nothing wrong with showing emotions because everybody has it, but in a business world, they don't need your emotions. So I would recommend don't show it off there. Let your reader focus on the message and not on the tone. Tip number 8. Close your message and don't forget to include your name. At last, you're about to end your conversation, but you have to say an appropriate goodbye. So, how do you do it? The right email sign-off will show that you are a friendly and professional correspondent to your recipient. That way, it will leave a positive impression again about yourself. Tip number 9. Proofread. Before reading the send button, make sure your spelling or grammar is correct. There are some free online tools that will help and check it for you. You could also ask a trusted friend to help you. I have here an example. Please observe how it is laid out. This simple email. I have also made some exercises for you to work on. Please endeavor to do it to test your knowledge. I have made three exercises. I have inserted a video for you to recapitulate. Please have a look as well.
Welcome everyone to journey of distance learning. We've been communicating with each other through Google Classroom, Instagram, and the Remind app, and some of you all are starting to email me, so I just want to be sure to use this moment as a teachable moment and talk about email etiquette. Number 1, make sure that you create a clear subject line. So let the teacher know why you're emailing them. Are you emailing about makeup work, missing assignments? Do you have a question about a specific assignment? All of that can go into your subject line. Next thing you want to do is make sure that you are appropriately addressing the teacher. So consider using something such as hello or hi, followed by the teacher's name. Next thing you want to do is make sure that you properly introduce yourself. Some of you are sending emails from email addresses that don't have your name in it, so make sure the teacher knows who they are communicating with. Number 4 is a very important tip. Make sure that you are being as detailed and respectful as possible. Let the teacher know how they can assist you. And lastly, you want to make sure that you are ending your email with an appropriate closing. So consider writing sincerely, followed by a comma, then skip a space and type your first and last name. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope that the tips are going to be very useful as we continue to communicate with each other virtually.
Once again, here is another recap. Here are some catching questions. I'm sure you now know the answers. So that is all. I'm sure you can now write your first proper email, and please don't forget to answer the activity exercises and post your answer to our Google Drive. Good luck to you all. I hope you learned something from this short video. See you all in Google Class. Thank you and have a great day, everyone.